I'm headed up. We just got dropped off Laurel something road. We were attempting to get dropped off at another location, and it was a terrifying road. So we skipped that section. Bryson and I'll come back and do it together and tent camp, or Jack and I. So we're here. It'll be short, 7.7. Get up and over this, and then I think we're going to a lake. So, I am melting this morning. It is humid. I think there's storms getting ready to come in this afternoon. So it is just, feels really hot. And I'm low enough in here that there's not a breeze. So I'm melting. But I'm making it up through here. About a mile in, 6.7 left. And I think Bryce he's off again today for vacation. So I think the boys and him are going to the lake, which will be fun. I don't know if I'm going or gonna just relax. I got a sign, Appalachian Trail this way. Oh, just passed 4 other day hikers, and heading up into, looks like some rhododendrons, and I am still melting. I saw a deer ran across my path back there. This looks like you're heading into a cave of rhododendrons. They got some rain here last night, so it looks like these have perked back up a little. Yesterday, they looked sad, they were droopy, and they just looked near death. But today, they're back. Leaves are tight, or strong again, and they look pretty darn good. And they're supposed to get more rain today, so that's good. So, yesterday, I had my first time of genuinely being afraid on trail. Every day, you're a little bit nervous when you're by yourself because, you know, you're out in the woods by yourself, so it's just a little bit of anxiety, especially the first mile or two in, but then usually that goes away and you're just kind of in your own world, whatever. But yesterday when Jack and I started out, we were doing the 9.1, and from where we were dropped off to where we were picked up, there were no other off-roads. So once we started, you either would have to go back to where we were dropped or forward. So we start our hike, and about a half mile in, we heard dogs. And I'm afraid of dogs. Especially ones I don't know, if they're not trained. I'm just a little bit afraid. So we start going, and there were dogs barking at us. And at first I thought that we were kind of in a farm area, so that there was a fence protecting us from them. So we start going through, and then I yelled, so hopefully they'd go away. And then I heard a guy yell, so I assumed they were at a house, and there's a fence, and we're good. Well, we get up closer, and I see a tenting spot where some backpackers are staying. I didn't see anyone there, but the 3 dogs, one was a chow, pinscher, and then just a, I don't know what, like a mid-sized black dog, another one. So there's 3. Didn't see anybody. Somebody's yelling at them. I'm assuming they were in their tents, but they were highly aggressive dogs. So I'm having to yell at them, clack my poles at them, and we finally get by them. But then for the rest of the day, because we had to hike forward to our pickup spot, which was 8.5 miles away, the whole day I was worried that these guys, because Jack and I aren't, when Jack's with me, I'm not quite as fast, that they were going to come up behind us once they started for the day. Luckily, that didn't happen. But all that to say, they say out here you're supposed to hike your own hike, which means you kind of do your thing, hike at your pace, you know. And I get that, but when you're on trail and you bring a dog, not everybody is comfortable with them, and you don't know if they're nice or not, and I wish people, when they were on trail, would have their dogs leashed, so that way other hikers do not have to have their hike affected by dogs chasing them and barking at them. Anyways, it was scary, and I was near tears for about half the hike. So worried that these dogs were gonna come and get me, and holy moly, look at that. Yes. So pretty. So I'm walking on this ridge along the side of the mountain, and to my left, it's just beautiful. It's hard to show with my phone because there's trees, but it is really pretty. It smells like pine, which I love. It's one of my favorite smells. My grandma, she always liked balsam, I think balsam for candles, and it just smells so good out here. Past 2 more day hikers. They said this side of the mountain is a lot more breezy, which I'm glad, because I was hot. Like, this is a beautiful trail. Got a ninja warrior course here. Some downed trees. I haven't had too many of these in Virginia. And a bird just flew out of there. Whew. Still just following this ridge. Came from over there. And then that's way down there. I'm actually gonna pass I-77 today, so that's kind of exciting. And then I'll hike one more day here, and then we are going to jump north a bit to the northern, I'm in southern Virginia, we're gonna hop to northern Virginia. My oldest, her friend from college lives that way. So we are going to skip up there, and Matea and I are going to camp by ourselves, and she'll slack pack me. I'm going to try to talk her into hiking a little bit. We'll see how that goes. And then she gets to go visit her friend before her friend leaves on study abroad in Japan. So she's super excited, and I'm excited for a girls' week. And then the next week we'll come back a little farther south again. So my hike is kind of disjointed, kind of bebopping around. I will hit every mile, but I think we're gonna have to break it into 2 years because I still haven't got over my fear of camping completely by myself. I can hike by myself. I can camp with a friend or kid or person, but I'm just not there yet to camp on my own. During the day, I'm good. At night, I'm not there yet. So I think it's going to take me 2 years to do it, which is fine. It's still considered a through hike as long as you hit all the miles. A calendar year is to do it all in one full year, one calendar year. So I do not see that happening, but it's okay. We're gonna adjust. And look at this moss. Another little view through the trees. Oh, I am 3,101 feet. So not super, I mean high, but not super high. Oh. Look at this view. Oh, I'm standing on a camp spot. This would be perfect because you can wake up and have this view. Oh my gosh, there's a bear up there. Oh, buddy. This is beautiful. I don't want to see this bear up here. Hello! Up! Oh. Where did he go? Oh, it is pretty. So I keep yelling every so often. Hopefully that bear just stays away from me. He wasn't huge, and I think I got it on video. I didn't stop to make sure, but I'm going to video for a little bit and talk, so that way he doesn't come back. Yeah, that was exciting. It's funny, because again, I've watched tons of videos, people hiking, and they very rarely, honestly don't know that any of the ones I followed saw bears. And now I've seen two. And Bryce, when he was picking me up or dropping me off one day, saw one. He saw a big one. Mine are just, I saw little ones. But kind of cool. Alright. Okay, so I got a little bit of a road walk. And then I hit 77. And then go just past it to be picked up. Almost done for the day. About 1.3. And we are headed to the lake, and I'm ready to jump in.
Swordfish.
Yes.
I'm gonna do that because.
What do you call a sleeping bull?
A bulldog.
Close. A bulldozer.
That's you.
Why do seagulls fly over the sea?
No.
If they flew over the bay, they would be bagels.